is shabake, the continual growth direction. So everything in this structure is built in that direction, and with shabake in mind. There are 4 posts in this hogan. The first post being the post to the direction east, which is the post, the man who's building the structure. The second is this post to the direction south, then west, then north. And you see in the very center, they interlock. And those are the main 4 posts that hold the structure up. And then from there, you build around in a clockwise direction. And then all the posts, the bottom of the tree is there. And what we did is we took that, flipped it over, and you get this dome that you see here. Once again, it's built with the same material. Juniper, the juniper bark, sand, clay, and water. And it's all mixed together, and you stuff all of the cracks with the bark. And it works as fabulous insulation. In the bottom here, the walls, you'll see that they have 8 corners within the walls. In each corner, in each wall, the logs here, the bottom of the tree, top of the settlements. Because without our homes, we had to continually run. They burnt all of our livestock. They killed all of our livestock and burnt them so we couldn't use them. They burnt all of our crops, and they poisoned the waters. So that way we could never regroup. We were constantly fleeing. We were constantly running. And so with this, we eventually had to surrender. And with this, in 1863, they gathered up all the Navajo people, and they sent us 500 miles east of here to a camp called Fort Sumter, New Mexico. And while we were there, we stayed there for 4 years. And so when before the Spaniards came, there's an estimated amount of 1.5 million Navajo people. And when the Spaniards came with them, they brought diseases. They brought illnesses that we were not immune to. The common cold killed hundreds of thousands of Navajo people. And with this, our numbers began to drop. The Navajo people began to diminish. And it just continued to lower and lower. And in 1868, when we were finally released from Fort Sumter, we walked back into a small portion of our original lands. And when we got back to that area, which is now the Navajo Reservation, we only had 8,000 Navajo people left. And so, like I said, today, as of the last census, there's over 360,000 Navajo people, and we have the largest Native American reservation and tribe in the U.S. And so, I mentioned that 4 is a very sacred number. Everything in our culture is based on this number. We say that there are 4 seasons of the year, there are 4 directions, there are 4 chambers of heart being, we have 4 lobes in the brain, there's 4 types of blood, there are 4 components within our DNA. There are only 4 things you can do to a number: add it, subtract it, multiply, and divide it. 4 types of instruments: the woodwind, the percussion, the brass, and the strings. There are 4 types of being. We're 4 beings in one. We're a mental being, a physical being, a mental being, and a spiritual being. There are 4 types of matter. The best way I can describe this is we take water. Take that water in a liquid form in its natural state, it's liquid. If we freeze it, it's a solid. If we heat it, it's a gas. If we superheat it, it's a plasma. Everything is based on 4 in our culture. Another thing, shabake. I mentioned that all of our dwellings are built in that direction. We've had a very strong understanding of the stars and the galaxies and the universe above our head. We've had a very strong understanding about this for a very long time. And so we have stories about the stars. But we also have summer stories and winter stories. The stories of the stars fall in the winter, so we can't talk about that now. But we do have a very strong understanding of the stars above our heads. We say that the earth, in the Navajo culture, we've always said that the earth rotates in a shabake direction, clockwise, and it moves around the sun in this direction. And the galaxy in which we are in, the galaxy rotates and moves in that direction, and the universe itself moves in that direction. Navajo, shabake, everything happens in this direction, continual growth direction.
What I said is hello. Ya'ate either means hello or it is good, just depending on how you would use it in our language. Using the palm of the hand, you would spin the wool. As I bring the wool up my thigh, I'm grabbing it and bringing it right back down. And when I release it, that helps the spinning release tension so it doesn't coil up. Now, see this yarn right here? That's 15 years of guests coming to visit here and helping us make spin the wool. So you will be a part of the Navajo village heritage history. So again, using my right, I do the spinning. The left holds the wool gently. Okay, all right.